Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's 1 million by 1 million strategy roundtable for entrepreneurs. 1M, as you know, is the first and only global virtual accelerator for technology startups in the world. Our mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurs reach $1 million and beyond in annual revenue. In support of that mission, we do these free mentoring roundtables week after week after week. We started way back in 2008, in the fall of 2008, with some experiments. And that led us to launch the 1M program in 2010. So we've been doing this for a long time. Hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs have passed through this, and we've had the opportunity to work with them, participate a little bit in their journey, add some value, and help them. And it's been a fascinating learning experience for us as well as what the entrepreneurs who have benefited from the program. We launched the AI mentor from 1M, which is essentially my digital mind trained on all 20 years of my mentoring sessions, the entire 1M curriculum, our case studies, thousands and thousands of case studies, and so on. All my writings, everything is in this digital mind AI mentor, and we keep amping it up. So the product is working very well, especially if you combine with the 1M curriculum and work with the AI mentor. You are really going to make enormously fast progress. So by all means, take advantage of it. It's available standalone. It's available as part of 1M Basic and Premium. We're going to start with the entrepreneur pitch sessions now. We have an absolutely packed program today. Remember, this is a safe working session. This is not entertainment. This is not Shark Tank trying to, entertain millions of audience members. This is a working session. So please feel safe and don't be nervous. I will give you feedback that is going to be direct and unsugar-coated. What you do with it is up to you. If you disagree with my feedback, that is your prerogative. It's your venture. At the end of the day, you do what you want to do. Jayant Joshi from Punjab, India. Jayant, please go ahead and get started.
Hi, my name is Jayant Joshi. I am currently a student at NIT Jalandhar, Punjab, and I am currently building Cerving. It is an AI UI UX audit agent which helps product teams and QA teams to easily ship their products without having any tension about their UI UX and non-conversion friendly websites. So our problem statement lies between many websites are currently building on based on Claude, and Claude is generating many similar types of code which contains us one or two template on which it is trained. It only generates that type of websites that are not conversion friendly, and people crawl the website and goes away. No one retains it there, and even if companies try to have UI UX audits while thinking that they have very bad audits, so they got very much paid with the person who does UI UX audit are very much high cost, and also that does not guarantee it will increase their conversion rate or not. Next slide, please. So our vision is to help every business to turn their traffic into their revenue by improving their UI and UX part of the website or app. And I have very recent experience of this. Like I have done many freelance projects and also done some internships based on UI UX and web dev, where I have faced these issues in my companies. Like they have good product, but some users, when we see, they crawl website and goes away only because of an extra step they have to take, which is resisting them to make that product in their cart. So our vision is to improve that. The solution is Ceramic. Ceramic is an AI-powered website conversion audit platform or a UI audit agent, which gives you proper detailed report with which you can give to a product team or QA team to analyze or have the proper overview that what happening in their website where the people can lag, and also you can integrate with n number of tools like GitHub, Figma, and Linear, etc., where you can also get the design on or give issues to the your devs to improve your website. Next slide, please. So market currently which we have explored is of 10 billion plus dollars, which we are targeting. But after having our pricing model and seeing a future of with 100K users, we ideated to have some sort of $3 million plus ARR in 1 year of our journey. So next slide, please. Our business model is based on the subscription revenue. Like we have three plans: $19, $49, and $149. $19 is for students or early early career people, and 49 is for small teams of 6 to 7 members, and enterprise model is for $149, and it is also we gives some credits, monthly credits based on which based on the costing, and also you can increase or top up your credits on base of your usage. So we also have some more things like recently we also done. This is not in the PPT, but one thing I have to add. Like recently we have done some user research and user interview and got to know that people are also wanting that some UI UX intelligence layer should be there, which is a similar part to this code. The devs are building this as before they push the code, there should be a thing to do a UI UX audit or a conversion friendly audit for them to see if their code is correct or not, or they are having a good quality product giving away. So about this, so we are also having one more feature, like we are making an MCP server of this, which will be connecting to Claude, and it will help AI agents also to improve their thinking ability, and it will act as also UI UX plane of this. Next slide, please. In our KPI, we started this in January, and January to March we did a proper building, hardcore building, and we made an MVP and started a waitlisting thing. We got some 300 to 500, 300 to 350 waitlist people, and who waitlisted us, they are from some from professional background, some are students, but some are also of early founders which are trying to build something good. So we tested with them from March to May and recently, and after that we have got some knowledge, like we have in weekly 50 plus users daily come and go, and 18 daily active users we have in current data, and currently we have shipped some 2500 plus website scans. The person comes and pastes their URL in our website, and they get a fully UI UX audit, and they give to their devs and easily do that thing. And also, we when we started in building January to March phase, we have also started some Reddit posting and asking for this need if the people need that or not. So we got good response from them, and many people connected to us from that only. Some people are very much interested about this, but we are currently not having a stable product. Like we have targeted a 15 June date to have a stable product and give to some industry people, like they are demanding for that. So and last thing is we are a student founder, so we have this bootstrap all on our internal money or freeness.
Very good.
Next slide, please. So our competition is basically with post hoc, uh, wider funnel, some with ChatGPT or Claude. Like people think whenever I have started pitching about Ceramic, people think it is only an AI powered audit. I will paste the link to Claude and Claude will do everything and give me a small report, which is not a correct thing. Like Claude can do this part a little bit because Claude is having a brain, but not at that efficiency that we have tuned our model in Cerevic. In Cerevic, we have trained the model to
Hang on
have
one second. Jan, have you built your product on top of Claude, or are you trying to do
no.
something different?
This product is basically built on an LLM normal like Olama or anything else. You can take it as Olama or anything, the free open source model which we have fine tuned on the basis of data sets available online UI UX like pronoun data named Google UI Crit. It has some 11,000 parameter fields in which the model has to be trained with also a user response, which is a human response and also an AI response. We also use Gemini vision model to analyze the picture and capture the website through Playwright.
Okay.
Playwright captures the flow of the website, and a Gemini vision model analyze it, and the thinking part is done by the Olama model.
Is anybody
So
paying for your product right now?
currently, I have we are not in paid plans because we are not opening paid plans. We are thinking to open paid plans next month, as I have earlier told. Like we don't have a stable product now, so we are going to industry next month to give them, and then they will pay and we will get some money. But we have current people who are coming and doing audits. That is currently all on us.
Yeah. I
So
don't know what you're trying to do. What are your questions?
like I came here because I want first I introduce with my co-founder. Like she's Arushi Gupta and she's my senior in my college, and we built many products in our college. We have done many hackathons where we gone and have some good experience on that. From that, we think of Ceramic as we have done a freelance project. There was this thing, UI UX audit thing was very heavy, so we think that build a product around it. So this was a short intro about my co-founder, and also our 1 year roadmap is like we are in quarter 3. We will be opening our paid plans and having a proper industry people to come and test our thing and come and also tell us feedback about what is happening and what they want.
Mhm.
And Q4 is the major thing that we are also pivoting. We will be pivoting this to AI agent part, that we will be making this an UI UX intelligence layer thing. As from Q1 of this year to Q3, we in 9 months, we have some data of people.
How can you're running out of time? We've already spent 15 minutes. So tell me, how can I help you? What brings you here?
I was here because I want to know about how you think this can be grown.
I see. Okay. All right. So
I want
first,
your guidance to grow this.
first and foremost, you need to start figuring out how you are going to go to market and how are you going to convert to paying users, who's willing to pay. You know, you have this thing here: SaaS founders, growth teams, agencies, CRO consultants, product teams with traffic but low conversions. How do you reach them? You know, you product-led growth, great, but you have to figure out how you're going to reach these people economically and with good unit economics so that you are profitable when you sell to these people. So that's one major important point that you need to learn how to do. And my sense would be that you would have probably a higher degree of success if you go to companies that are selling something on their website currently and are looking to improve. You know, they have problems. So for example, if you look in the Shopify ecosystem is full of merchants that are already selling. So if your product can work within the Shopify ecosystem and if you can sell within the Shopify marketplace and so forth, that's a good go-to-market strategy potentially. But I don't see that on your strategy here, at least not what you've presented. That's one feedback. So I think your go-to-market strategy needs revisiting and fine-tuning. The other feedback, and that's probably what's going to drive whether you succeed or not. And then there's also a lot of issues around, if you are claiming that your product works better than Claude, then it better work better than Claude. So you're going to need to figure out exactly how you design the product to work better than Claude, because Claude is achieving great things in the arena of programming, optimization, design, etc., etc. So it's a very big claim that you want to make, that your product is better than Claude. Well, you have to show that it is, and if not, you will not be able to sell this product. Okay, then the other thing is on this the slide that I just put on the screen is your market sizing slide. This doesn't work because you don't have a you have a top-down market size here. Where is this assumption that 3 million plus SaaS agencies, teams, SMBs willing to pay $19 to $49 per month? Where is this $10 billion global market assumption coming from? So the market size needs to be defensible. You need to be able to present a model that aligns with your strategy and then defend that. So for example, if you say that there are this many Shopify merchants out there, and that's the market, that's my primary market, I'm going to go after the Shopify ecosystem, and this is how many there are, and this is how much they're going to pay, etc., then that is a market sizing aligned with the strategy. This is kind of generic, and generic is not going to cut it. So what I like very much is that you are doing a lot of the right things, and I think you have managed to get some people to start using your product. You're using Reddit and so on. Well, so this is all very good. So now it's a matter of learning how to put one foot before the other in really building a business that can be defended. But I think you're there's possibly something in here that can become an interesting business. You're going to need to fine tune the strategy, but it's an interesting value proposition for sure. So good job.
Thanks.
I will explain after I finish all the presentations. I will explain how to use 1M if you decide you want help from us.
Okay.
Okay. Next presenter is Goodzi Mohammed Muzammil.
Start?
What do you want to be called? What do you go by?
Muzammil.
Huh?
Muzammil.
Muzammil. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Muzammil. Let's get going.
Okay. So, hello everyone. This is Mohammed Muzammil, founder and CEO of Goods. And we are building an operational layer of bulk food ordering for events and parties in India. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. My intent is not to make you remember the last time you attended an event and had a delicious food, but to offer you a solution so that you can order a great food for the event that you are planning to host. Every single time, whenever we plan to order a bulk food, we have to go through a chaotic process of calling and hopping among restaurants, caterers, confectionaries, or reach out to our regular caterer, where it involves lot of calls or a lot of WhatsApp messages to finalize the menu. And it comes with customizations and logistics management, especially for the smaller events. So Goods is building a infrastructure layer which allows individuals and corporates to schedule their bulk food orders in utensils, catering boxes, customized packaging, and full catering setup, that too with a dynamic pricing feature, which the price changes as the guest count and the item count changes. And we provide the end-to-end logistics solution from delivery to return from our platform. So this problem, can you go to the next slide? This problem exists from almost a medieval period and it has not been solved. The why now makes it really interesting. Sodexo, you might have heard about companies like Sodexo, Compass Groups, and Plex. They are solving this for contract corporate catering, where they minimum take an order guest size of 300 people, and that too for minimum of 6 months. But this is not solved for individuals and normal corporates who wants to order bulk food at least once in a month. Right now, the adoption rate in India has increased so much for online ordering that people want convenient more than facing the hassle. So that is why we are here to solve this. When it comes to the market size, India consists of 300 million households. And based on the survey that we did and the orders that we have served so far, on an average, each household orders bulk food 2 to 3 times in a year with an average order value of $50 to $60, which comes to almost $8 billion market in India. But global number is completely different. And moving on to like our SOM, right now, standalone in Hyderabad, we have almost $360 million market, which is ready to be served for corporates and individuals. Can you go to the next slide?
So just a second. These
Yeah.
numbers are based on order value?
Yeah, based on order values and the survey that we conducted with the caterers and the customers.
Okay. So just know one thing, that when you are presenting TAM, SAM, SOM for a business, it is not based on gross merchandise value, not based on order value. It's based on how much revenue are you able to generate from this. What is your business model?
So we make money from the commission and onboarding of merchants and a premium subscription to the merchants, along with logistics fees from the customers.
Do you have a slide on all this?
Yeah, we have a slide.
Okay. All right, keep going. Let's just follow your flow.
Yeah. So how we take orders from our platform is like, this is a new UI. A user come on our platform, either they select order bulk food or the catering option. They go to the next page. They will have two options over there where they can create their one single menu and compare it with all the merchants that are available.
You're talking, I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Audible right now?
Yes, now you are.
Yeah. So I'll begin with this slide again. So users come on our platform, either they select order bulk food or the catering option. They go to the next page where they will have two options. They can create their one single menu and compare it with all the merchants that are available out there, or they can select the specific merchant that they want to order from. And on the last page, they will have an option to select the packaging type and schedule their order hassle-free. So what usually takes hours and days, we reduce it down to almost 10 minutes to 15 minutes for users to order. Can you go to the next slide? So we make a commission from the orders that we deliver and from the delivery charges that we charge to the customer. So like average order value on our platform is $69 right now. We make 8 to 10% from it, and we have actually increased our commissions to new vendors, which has gone up to 12% right now. We also have a packaging upsell. Whenever there is a customizable packaging options that are selected by the user, we upsell it by 3% so that customers can actually get a proper packaging box that they are looking for. And we have a premium yearly maintenance charges and onboarding fees to the vendors, so that we can provide them with a menu engineering service, because they do not have it and everything is on paper with them. They have never made proper menus for the bulk food. We have also tested providing helpers, servers, and water bottles and cutlery for the events, which will be an additional revenue stream on our platform. We have also tested our one of the feature which we call a menu GPT, where users can come on our platform, just put a requirement like I have a birthday for my daughter for 30 people. It will create the menu from a top 5 merchants available out there, and they can directly schedule the order for them. Can you go to the next slide?
You're going to take on the delivery portion.
Yeah, we take on the delivery completely.
Okay.
So one second. Yeah. So how we stand out is like there is no infrastructure that is available out there which allows the users to do so. So we are the event first, not the item first service that we offer to the users, with the entire automation that is available on the platform. Users usually do not have any idea how much food they are supposed to order when it comes to the bulk food, and they will be worrying about the food getting insufficient or it will be in excess. So we provide our menu engineering service provides them with the accurate portion, so that there is no shortage of food or there is no wastage of food from our platform. And one platform, because like there were other players who were doing with like their own kitchens, we provide them with a marketplace model so that they can order from any merchant of their choice and not force them to order from any specific merchant. So,
merchants that are on your platform.
Yeah, sorry?
Merchants who are on your platform, restaurants platform,
yes,
or
yes,
who are
platform, vendors on our platform. Yeah. And the best part is the two-way logistics for the customers. Usually when any caterer or a restaurant sends the food to the customer, they book a third-party logistics and tell them to take care of it and ask them to return those utensils back to there by themselves, and for which they usually take a safety deposit for the utensils. We eliminate this entire process and make sure that nothing goes wrong in the delivery part, and the utensils are also safely returned without any damage from the customers to the merchant back. So we are an end-to-end fulfillment service for the users. Can you go to the next slide? So when it comes to the competition, Zomato and Swiggy, Swiggy launched its bulk food ordering service in 2018, and they shut it down because their customers were only taking them as a normal food delivery platform. Zomato tested the same in last year, but they stopped their entire operation in Gurgaon and Hyderabad as well, because we are also operating in Hyderabad. Customers only take them as a normal food delivery platform, and they do not trust them with bulk food, because the reputation of the customer is going to be at the stake when it comes to serving to their guests. And there are two other platforms. One is the Craft My Plate and Cater Ninja. Craft My Plate was launched in 2024, and Cater Ninja is operating since 2014. But they operate with their own kitchen, and they are mostly corporate focused. And when it comes to the US, there is a platform called Easy Cater, which were only trying to serve to corporates for the events and parties, but they are terribly failing because of their own kitchen model and not the marketplace model. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So far, we have served to over almost 1,300 plus events. I forgot to update in this 1,300 plus events from our platform, considering almost serving over 2 lakh guests using our platform with a 20% repeat user rate. And we have achieved almost 70K in GMV with a net revenue of 3.5K, and our actual revenue when it comes to the revenue, it is almost 10K. Can you go to the next slide?
How many customers?
Yeah,
in,
1,320.
No, 1,320 deliveries.
1,320 deliveries.
So if you stripped it down to how many customers and take out the repeat orders, how many customers are we talking?
We are talking about 1,320 deliveries, 20 customers. The guest count is completely different. They ordered for almost 50.
Understand. Don't overrun the question. The question is how many customers? You said you have repeat orders.
Yes.
If you have repeat orders, then 1,320 orders cannot be 1,320 customers.
Yes,
how many customers?
I agree. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Total customers is 1,115. Extremely sorry, I didn't get your question that.
Got it. All right. 11. So okay. All right.
Yeah. So our unit economics breakdown is here. Like when a user order for $69, we make 11 to 13% from the order value, and we also have a delivery fees of 500 rupees, which comes down to almost $15. It seems I would say not $15, exactly $5 to $7. I would say, and we make 15%.
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going.
We make 15% from that $7 as well. 15% from that $7, which add to our revenue. And as I told you, we have an onboarding charges for the vendors, which is $50 for the vendors, and a premium yearly maintenance charges is $25 for all the vendors, which adds to our revenue. And whenever it comes to the packaging upsell, we make 15 to 16% from the order total value.
Okay, this is very good. Very interesting.
So our go-to-marketing strategy is like our ICP is individuals right now, and there are two more customers for us. One is the corporate and the event enablers. So right now we are targeting our individuals using the influencer campaigns and organically. One of the influencer campaign went viral with 2 million views. Second went viral with 900K views, and remaining there were two other videos that went viral with 500 and 600K views, which got a lot of attention, which actually helped us to educate the users, because there was no platform like this in India before, and people had never thought about ordering bulk food, that too in utensils and any customizations online. So for the first year, it took us a lot of time for us to educate the users with the influencer campaign and the organic marketing.
Are you only in Hyderabad right now?
Yeah, right now we are only in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Yeah, so our team consists of like me. I am the solo founder, and I built the entire product. Then I went on to building the team. I had also built a grocery delivery startup back in 2018 to 2020, where we had served to over 200 orders per month from our platform, and we had to shut it down in the month of September 2020 because we were bootstrapped and we were students that time, and we did not have the capital to start the dark store model. And we have Mohammed Mudassir, who is the chief operating officer on our platform, who is managing the entire logistics network with us. We have onboarded more than 200 delivery partners consisting of mopeds, passenger autos, mini trucks, so that we can assign the order and save the cost on the delivery based on the order size. He had also worked in Amazon and Facebook before. Amazon in entire logistics operations, and in Facebook in customers operations. Followed by, we have Abrar Ansari, who is a full stack developer. He is contributing to the app building because like I launched the website, I launched the app.
Okay, so you want to raise money?
Yeah, we are trying to raise money so that we can expand. My question is, like, I have actually applied to a lot of accelerators, almost got rejected by 8 of the accelerators in the last round. And a few of the investors are in touch. I recently got one of the term sheet, but I had to decline it because it was debt and that was not good. So like I am looking for referrals to reach out to actually consumer tech investors.
So just hold on. I will explain how to use 1M by 1M. We do investor introductions. and you have done validation and everything. So, but I mean, this presentation still needs to be tuned for investor pitch. It needs work still, but I do think you have something pretty good here, and if it's packaged up right and so forth, and you have already started validating, you can continue to execute. I think it most likely it is a fundable deal. You'll have to look at the margins and stuff a little bit, and understand how the revenue breaks down and so for that. But I can coach you on how to present all that. But what you're doing is very interesting, I think.
Thank you so much. Any feedback you have?
And you don't have any dilution yet, right? You're completely bootstrapped.
We are completely bootstrapped. We are just associated with one of the incubation center in Mumbai, because we were actually like, we have a very small test and trial in Mumbai and Bangalore as well, because we are associated with NSRCL, IIM Bangalore and Riddle.
But there is no dilution in these relationships.
No.
Okay, good. Keep it that way for the moment. It'll be easier to work this out, how to move forward if you have the equity and control.
Okay, sure.
Okay, let me work with Nadia. Nadia, you're up next. Nadia, please unmute your line.
Thank you so much. My name is Nadia Ahmed, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Mitra AI, which stands for Managing Unprecedented Disaster Evacuations and Recovery. We are selling an operational disaster management platform to cities and emergency managers at the county level. And we're also looking to build out our product with live pilots to municipal programs in Florida. And so I'll walk you through the product that we have in terms of the traction and the unit economics. Next slide, please. Emergency managers have to make life or death calls using siloed delayed data, and that has outdated PDFs or fragmented feeds, and they don't have a real-time picture of what's happening on the ground. In the 2024 hurricane season, there was over 500 billion in losses in the United States. And so the gap that exists not only is related to the weather data, but it's also because there is not a real strong operational view that the city can use to act on. Next slide. So what Mitra does is it pulls together sensor data from weather sensors, satellite imagery, the National Weather Services feed, and social data, and it combines them into a single dashboard that identifies impact zones, estimates damages and resource needs, and then works to trigger proactive deployment. Next slide. Right now, we have the platform version 4.0 of our product in production, and it works to monitor about 1,800 active National Weather Service alerts. We've put in place live sensors in the cities of Cape Canaveral, which is by NASA Space Center and Kennedy Space Center, and the city of Altamont Springs, which is an inland town outside of Orlando. And so we also have an infrastructure partner, CMTS, and so these cities are really able to develop the technology that we have as a co-design partner, so that they can use it during emergency situations as well as for their operational efficiency and day-to-day activities. Next slide. And so our beachhead is a disaster-exposed local governments, which includes roughly about 2,000 coastal and flood-prone cities and counties across Florida, Texas, the Gulf, and Atlantic states. And so the serviceable revenue in terms of could be around $80 million if we touch state agencies and insurers. And so our goal is to charge between $25,000 to $30,000 per municipality. And then scaling to 40 to 50,000 as we expand with more services. And so the government budgets and ensure loss savings are also part of the savings. Next slide.
You said you are already, you have your product being used by some municipalities. Did I hear that right?
So we have 2 municipalities that we have live pilots with already.
Okay, and what are you hearing from them?
So we actually, like the pilot itself, like it was put in place earlier this year, but the hurricane season just started on Monday. So in terms of like the feedback, it's an ongoing process as the hurricane season comes into play. That's when we'll be able to get the feedback.
Okay.
And in terms of the business model we have is a SaaS platform with a recurring subscription to the dashboard, as well as an alerting engine. And so we're also expanding it to have a component that includes training and readiness modules, and also including public-private partnerships that are also able to pull into adjacent jurisdictions, because with disaster management, we're looking at not just one city, but there's a county and then a regional area as well that is. And so our goal is once we're able to land a one city contract, then we can also expand to the county and to the regional area. Next slide. So right now we've already signed 2 pilot projects. And so the goal from there would be, in terms of like additional customers, would be for the insurance companies, along with disaster relief agencies, along with the health sector. And the regional insurers, we targeted Florida, Texas, and California because they have larger markets and are also prone to disasters, including hurricanes and wildfires and inland flooding. Next slide. So against like other players in the field, which include ISRI, IBM Weather, OneConcern, Tomorrow IO, and One Planet, the competitive advantage that we have is that these other systems are either too complex or too small for a small municipal or medium-sized city, or they may not be, they may be too narrow for evacuation that we have. And so we really sit in an open quadrant right here that you can see. And so we have a higher level of sophistication in our product, and the cost for the product would be less than one municipal employee for them to be able to charge for it. And the next slide, please. So we've been very capital efficient. We won first place in Startup Yale last year in the planetary solutions category. And so far, we also had additional seed funding. So, and we have also an active federal grant pipeline that we're hoping to build out with. And so we have built the production software already. We have a development team that's based in India, and we are also deploying these live pilots without having to burn equity. And the grants are able to provide us runway for the rest of the year. Next slide.
Are you a Yale alumni?
Yes, I just completed my PhD there.
I see. And but you're doing this company based in Florida, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll just have one. I have one comment on this slide. You have market size 20.9 billion. That's not a bottom-up market size. You need to come up with a bottom-up market analysis. So just file that away as a to-do afterwards.
Yes.
So what brings you here? What can we help you with?
So for us, I think we wanted to get some feedback in terms of our like if the government's like our customer approach is, so the cycle to get government sales can be long. At the same time, if we reach out to insurance companies, which isn't a market we've really done outreach to at this point, because they actually end up carrying a lot of the loss and they could give us faster our ROI. Do you think it would be better to go through the insurers and then pull the municipalities along, or is it better to stay municipal first and then, even though it may mean moving at a slower time period?
How many municipalities have you talked to?
So we've talked to about 5 different municipalities, but just based off of the funding that we had available, we only coordinated with 2 so far.
So it doesn't cost money to talk to people, right?
Right.
So our philosophy in 1Mby1M is complete customer immersion. If your ultimate buyer is going to be the municipality, then you should talk to 50, 100 municipalities about this and understand what they think and how they're going to incorporate this into their workflow. Do they have the budget? What does it, how strong is the pain point, and how do they view you as a clear solution to that pain point. So you have to identify one ideal customer profile, and if that ideal customer profile is somebody, a title, a job function within the municipality, then you need to talk to 50, 100 of those people. I would do that first and foremost before anything else, just because you need to understand how does the customer view this.
Yeah, that's helpful. We've actually spoken to about 30 potential customers, but only 5 of them were municipalities.
Sorry?
We spoke to about 30 potential customers, like doing our product discovery, but only 5 of them were municipalities. So I think you're right that we need to really focus on that area.
Narrow down the ICP and focus on more of the ICP. And if municipality is the ICP, then you need to talk to the right buyer within the. So we have a system within our program of how to build a repeatable, sales process, essentially, go-to-market strategy for B2B, and that's something you're going to need to implement, and that starts with talking to customers and then building out a whole repeatable process that is going to help you cut down on the sales cycle and so on and so forth. But yes, government cycles tend to be longer, but it's also a numbers game. This is why the number of customers, number of prospects that you touch and start building relationships with is really important. And there's a whole range of stuff that you will need to do to stay on top of this and build your go-to-market strategy. And we can teach you all that.
Thank you. And another question that I had is that right now we're concentrating on Florida cities, but should we really expand to other cities across the Gulf and Atlantic states, or should we just focus right now on these Florida coastal areas?
Not necessarily. I think it's fine to stay focused on the Florida coastal areas and get enough conversations going there. I think keeping things manageable is a good thing. And the word of mouth will probably spread more easily if you are in a concentrated area and these people talk to each other and so on. So it's fine to stay concentrated in Florida. Once you hit the repeatable process, once you hit repeatability, it will not be so difficult to replicate it in the Gulf Texan, coastal municipalities. I think if it's related to water, hurricane kind of disasters, hurricane, tornado, typhoon, etc., that is one go-to-market strategy. While wildfire is a different go-to-market strategy, I think. So I would segment it as these kinds of hurricane type of disasters first as your primary category. So pick up all the municipalities that fall in the crossfire of that and use those, go after those first. And I would leave out wildfire disasters as a next segment. Don't go into that yet because it'll have its own particularities. Repeatability is very important. Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. It was very interesting. All right, folks. Bliss AI, Ashwin Patil from Bangalore.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So here's Bliss AI, and we build conversational AI meditation companions for deepening practice. Think of us as a single button meditation app, which helps people to go on a journey which is not just limited to stress, anxiety, depression, sleep. So if headspace and calm are probably 0 to 1, you can think of us as 1 to 10. That's where we are. Next slide, please. The team consists of two of us. Dhruv, who has been an entrepreneur before. He scaled a company called Cubicle Labs, which was into IoT automation. He is also a tech wizard. He has built the tech on his own. And of course, I take care of the business. I've been also a meditation teacher on the side for the last 8 years, and I've had a voice AI company as VP sales before and a couple of others. We both have been collaborating together since last 1 year, working with various people from all over the world, delivering meditation courses. And after learnings, we've launched Bliss AI in April this year. Next slide, please. So what we realized is, initially we want to be razor sharp focused. And that's why we've chosen deliberately to focus on meditators who are basically looking for more personalized guidance and deepen their practice. As I said, calm and headspace, if you think of them as 0 to 1, we're focusing more on 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. Typically this is what it is, 20 to 50 years. They're based in US and EU, although we are in India. And they're already familiar with meditation apps, techniques, or they follow some tradition. Now, advanced practitioners typically are also key influencers in the community, because whenever one has to meditate or think about some mental health, thing related to meditation or therapy, we would always go to someone who has been meditating or has been a practitioner. And we also realize that this category has not been catered by the current apps. Next slide, please. However, our vision is much larger. Initially, we want to be, focused to, let's say, first, 10,000 users from the category 2, which you see here, serious practitioners, advanced practitioners who have been doing certain things. However, if we look at other set of users, and I'm only talking about paid subscribers, Headspace and Calm put together is 200 million users, but we have just taken paid subscribers. That's category 1. Second, which I have already mentioned. Third is a very interesting category, which is therapy supplement.
One second. So, how many paid users do Calm and Headspace have?
It's approximately 8 million, 8 to 10 million paid subscribers, but total is approximately 200. Because they have free model.
But they're not going to pay. I think your ceiling is 8 million, and then it's going to be derived from there. It's going to be smaller than that. Okay? Yes,
absolutely. And we are only talking about TAM. We haven't calculated still the SOM and other things. And Sramana, here's the therapy supplement. What our research shown, we spoke to a couple of psychologists and also looked at the global data. And particularly in US, about 40%, therapy going people are recommended meditation. Not all of them, because 60% have severe clinical cases. So putting together, what we have done is bottoms up. We have just calculated. And the number you see is basically the median of our monthly subscription plan, which you see here. And that's how we have calculated.
It would be 30 million users. Your total users is less than 8 million. So you have to derive from less than 8 million. It's going to be a subset of the 8 million probably.
Okay, Sramana, you're right when it comes to the app subscribers. But what we also want to do is, in the future, the vision is also to build this companion for, let's say, therapy supplement along with psychologists.
It's a completely different business.
Right. Sorry?
If you see, when you present a pitch, don't go into things that if we succeed and when we succeed, we're going to do this. Just stay focused on what you're going to do to succeed.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So how are you going to acquire customers? Right.
Yeah. So, the phase 1, which we've just mentioned, 100 signups in April and May, we've completed. It's mainly through personal founder networks. We've reached out to friends. We have written about 60, Substack articles. And these were touching upon, let's say, in the meditation maturity model, some basic to basically intermediate to advanced topics. From there, we have just given the link to our app and people have come. LinkedIn, and we've also become an influencer in a prominent non-dual meditation community, which is on WhatsApp. So this has given us about 100 signups, and we have got 4 paid users, and the other numbers are given, 7 daily active users, and approximately
of work that you have put in to get 4 paid users is not a scalable situation. How are you going to scalably acquire customers, paid customers, paying customers?
Yes, we are trying to figure that out, honestly speaking. One is, of course, we have realized that network and virality is something we want to focus. So wherever the people are coming together and discussing advanced topics of meditation or just deepening the practice, like, one is Reddit. We are trying to figure that out. Second is B2B2C also. For example, we've collaborated with Oxford University, and we are speaking to them if they want to offer this to their students, right? So that is one kind of channel. We're also trying to figure out if we can collaborate with different yoga teachers in US and EU, because this is like a supplementing thing on meditation. However, all of these are, some of them are experiments which we will be running, and some of them are, of course.
Yoga teachers, a more important one category, that if you want to go B2B2C is not through Oxford University. I don't think they'll do it. What's more effective is meditation teachers, and if you can incentivize them to sell, it's like if a meditation teacher has 50 students, and if you want to bring in, but then there are, the way I have seen meditation communities develop in the US, they are faith-based. So there could be Japanese, it could be Zen meditation, it could be Tibetan Buddhism, Vipassana. There's all kinds of different types of meditation communities, and they will want their faith and their meditation techniques to be built into your product.
Absolutely, and that's where we are starting our efforts, because this is AI, and it's easier to basically build any sort of companion which is coming from a particular tradition, and of course the knowledge they would want us to be imparted through this with guardrails. So that
you talk to any of these people?
Not yet the yoga teachers or the meditation teacher category. Because initially we just wanted...
my recommendation is, I don't see a problem with consumer Indian startups selling in the US. I don't think that's a problem. The problem is the go-to-market. You have to figure out what is the go-to-market. So first order of business is you go talk to a lot, like hundreds of meditation teachers. If that is going to be your primary go-to-market strategy, you need to go talk to lots of meditation teachers and see what would it take for them to recommend your product to their students, their community, and what incentive do they need for them to do that for you. Is it a revenue share? How do you manage the mechanics of that, etc.?
Sure. Yeah, that's a great point. Sure.
And the metrics, I think it's paid users and engagement. In paid users, if it's a subscription, they're going to disappear. If they're not using the product, they're going to disappear. So it's engagement. Are they actually using the product? Those are the two main metrics.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. All right, folks. We have gone through 4 presentations. I really liked actually all of them. All of you are doing interesting work. All of your products, I think, can become businesses. Probably there's variations on the different scales at which they can become very, businesses. Some have more scalability than others, but I think most of them can become businesses, which is good. So let me show you how to use 1M if you decide that you want to work with us to develop your business. Everything is virtual. 1M is a 100% virtual accelerator. You can join from anywhere in the world. 1M1M.com is your starting point. I've talked about the AI mentor. It is amazingly effective, but you need to know how to prompt the AI mentor. One thing we see is that people do not know how to prompt an AI mentor and work with an AI mentor. So we have released a Udemy course called How to Prompt the AI Mentor. And it's a free course. Maureen will give you the link in the public chat. And Maureen, you may want to put that link in a slide for the upcoming sessions, because I think the combination of the AI mentor and this free Udemy course is a very effective way for you to, use the product. And it helps tremendously in strategy development. So by all means, use it. So our full acceleration program is the 1Mby1M premium program. That includes this kind of project-based mentoring. You can call it strategy consulting, you can call it mentoring, coaching, whatever, but working with me directly is part of the premium program. Investor introductions are also part of the premium program. You have to be ready, but yes, we work with a lot of investors, and getting you to investors is really not a problem when you're ready. Not everything is fundable though. 1Mby1M supports bootstrapping at scale. We are very, very committed to supporting bootstrapped entrepreneurs. And part of that is the realization is not everything can be venture fundable. Venture capitalists are looking for you to go from $0 to $100 million in 5 to 7 years. And that is a very, very fast trajectory of business growth. Most businesses cannot grow that fast, and therefore they should not be funded by venture capital. And I don't know if you've seen some of my writings and papers that I've published recently about this zombie pandemic or epidemic that is going on out there. What is a zombie? A zombie is a startup that has raised money and diluted heavily without reaching velocity. So if you haven't reached a high velocity trajectory that will help you get from 0 to 100 million in 5 to 7 years, and you're kind of spinning in place, maybe you're making some revenues, but it's not high velocity revenue, you will not be able to raise any further financing. You will not be able to pivot because you've lost too much equity already, and you don't have enough ownership to make it worthwhile to pivot. And thirdly, you will not be able to find an exit. So this kind of zombie startups, the market is full of them. 9 out of 10 venture-funded startups either become zombies or die. So please keep in mind that venture capital is not the only way to build a business. Bootstrapping is a perfectly fine way, and there are many, many ways of alternative financing and so on with which you can build your business without venture capital. But if you're in the venture capital trajectory legitimately, we can definitely take you to investors. We are very well connected. We have a very, very powerful curriculum, and it works. We have trained numerous entrepreneurs on it. So if you are an early stage entrepreneur, you don't really know how to put one foot before the other from a startup point of view, the curriculum is a perfect companion to your journey in plugging those knowledge gaps. So, and the AI mentor is included in 1Mby1M Premium. So you have pretty much everything you need from 1Mby1M as part of the premium program. Basic is curriculum and AI mentor. So premium is $1,000 annual membership fee. Basic is $99 a month. It's curriculum and AI mentor. So see what works for you. Go to the website, spend some time understanding the program. You can join premium, you can join basic, you can join the AI mentor standalone as well. Whatever works for you is fine. We have created a lot of ways for you to work with us. We have 2 more free roundtables like this month, one on June 11th and one on June 25th. So if you need a slot and would like to talk to me, please book a slot and Maureen will schedule you and I will work with you in an upcoming session. If you have questions about a program after this show, you can contact Irina Patterson, irina@1mby1m.com. She can get on the phone with you. She can do WhatsApp, whatever. If you have questions, she'll be your contact point. Okay, we are done with whatever was planned today. And anyone who has questions, if you want to talk to me now, we have time. Let us know. Maureen will activate your audio so that you can talk to me. And those who have already discussed their ventures can also ask more questions if you like now. Anybody? Questions, comments?
Yeah, hey Sramana, can you hear me? Is it okay? Directly speak?
Yes, of course. Please.
Yeah. Great to see the session. I'm Ashwin's co-founder, Dhruv. And I just wanted to ask, I had couple of very quick questions. Very good idea about reaching out to meditation teachers. Do you have a thought on how do we do that? Do we like find their email IDs and just email them? Where do we find like some
Most
quick?
of them are websites. Most of them are websites. So basically, you're gonna have to crawl the internet to create a list of meditation teachers in the US. And I don't know if they're on LinkedIn. Maybe some of them are, and you can find them through that as well. So that's, yeah, you have to create a list and approach them directly.
And we both are seriously considering. Yeah.
There may be online groups, on LinkedIn or Facebook of meditation teachers and so on. So maybe you have to do some digging to see where these people hang.
Makes sense.
But I actually know two of them myself. One of them practices and the other one is Tibetan Buddhism. So I know people.
That's really great to know.
There are tons of meditation teachers in the US.
Yeah, I'm sure. One more question was that we both are seriously considering the premium membership of 1 million by 1 million. Is the $1,000 for the startup for both of us, or would it be for members?
For the company, you can both participate.
For the company.
Yeah, for the company.
Thank you, Sramana. These were the questions. Thank you.
Look forward to working with you. Anybody else? Okay.
Yeah, I want to know something, like, if it is okay. Yeah.
Sure.
So in US, like when it comes to like event catering and all, if you have any idea, if you can reflect a bit of light?
If I didn't, your audio is kind of cutting away a little bit. So talk slowly and say it again.
Is it clear right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So how does things work in USA when it comes to bulk food and catering concepts? Can you reflect some light on it?
If you do a search on caterers in different cities, you will see there are lots of catering companies. So you can call the caterer. Like I have restaurants also do a lot of catering. So restaurants offer, the ones who offer catering are available. If you look at an app like Yelp, your equivalent, you have Zomato and Swiggy, we have Yelp. So if we go to the Yelp platform, Yelp will give you options to order catered food as well for restaurants who have catering. And so the restaurants go through Yelp, and the delivery services are things like Grubhub, for example, is it Grubhub? Yeah, I think it's Grubhub that offers catering delivery services. So you can pick it up. One of my caterers that I use does not deliver, or they charge it a lot for delivery. We often pick it up because they're close by. So it's usual, the same thing. And in India, for example, in my house in Calcutta, we are an old family. We have a caterer who's now 80 years old. He's been working with the family since he was a young boy, working with his father. So we have several caterers who work with our family for a long time. And so it's the same thing here. I think what you're talking about is interesting in the sense that you're talking about providing the infrastructure of service as well. I was thinking through, what I do when I have a catering situation in Calcutta, for example. Our caterer brings the service people as well with them. So it's not just the order, it is also the service and everything. And we arrange, either he brings the plates and stuff, depends on the numbers, or sometimes we order the plates, whatever. If it's actual glass plates, or then the caterer brings in all that. If it's what is that, betel nut plates, betel nut leaf plates. So you can just pick that up from the market, stuff like that. But I think if it's a larger number, if it's like 150, 200 people, then you're talking about requiring service. Even if it's 30, 35 people, you still require service.
Yes.
So I think what is interesting about your situation that you should develop is that it is not just the foods delivery. It is the service included, and you're kind of providing a whole product, you know, a full service solution. And that is interesting because a lot of restaurants that can give you, that do, maybe if they do catering including service, that's a different thing. But if they do catering as in they'll just give us the food, like my caterer, one of the caterers I use here just gives the food. So we either pick up the food or deliver the food, but the service is not part of their offering. So there are a lot of restaurants who don't have the ability to do the service portion, who will be interesting for you to work with in that sense. So that's where I think there is a very interesting positioning that you can do to turn a lot more restaurants into catering companies.
Yes.
By providing the infrastructure around it.
We have actually tested it, and corporates usually are serving of the crew members as well when it comes to the corporate orders.
We have the Easy Cater case study. I did their case study a long time ago. In the program, in the curriculum, we have the Easy Cater case study.
Okay. That's wonderful.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah. Sramana, I have a question. So, yeah, I think some noise. All right. So the question is basically, we have deliberately taken a stand that will not go on paid advertising, and it's all organic reach and pull, right? So this strategy is great that we're going to go back to the meditation teachers. What I really wanted to know is when we have tried learning about consumer app, GTM, especially organic, it's pretty unique, and it's not like there is a playbook available, right? And when we interact with other founders, most of them are B2B, the majority of them in India. I just wanted to know, have there been startups within 1 million by 1 million who have done consumer apps, especially the mental health space, and how can we know more about them?
I don't think there have been very successful in general in the mental health space. And I wouldn't position this as a mental health space app. You don't need to, because meditation is its own category. Meditation is not just, mental health. When you talk about mental health, it starts getting into this area of mental illness.
Yeah.
If you try to position as mental health, it's going to immediately have implications of mental illness. But meditation has nothing to do with mental illness. Meditation is a category of its own. It's a wellness category. So Calm has succeeded. Only a very few apps have succeeded in this space. If you look at the worldwide wellness apps, very few have really succeeded, and Calm is one of them.
Sure.
And it is in the meditation category that has worked.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? All right, folks, that's it then. I will see you next week, and keep making lots of progress. Talk to you soon. It was a really wonderful roundtable. I enjoyed working with all of you. Every one of you are doing very interesting businesses, and I think with some help, with some good strategic maneuvering, all of you can build successful businesses. So good luck. Bye-bye.